Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Doctor Who story number 120, The Visitation. I mean, to me, this whole story was just a hot mess. It's only 4 episodes, but everything feels very recycled, which, granted, after being on the air for this long, stories do tend to get that way. I've already talked about how much I hate the Fifth Doctor, and this episode, or this story, kind of furthers that a little bit. It does introduce Michael Robbins as Richard Mace. Now, to be honest, I'd never even heard of this actor before. I may have seen him in something that I didn't recognize, but he stole the entire show. Like, he was so great. Watching this coming from a more present viewing point, it was very like Jeffrey Rush from Pirates of the Caribbean as like Barbossa, but he was great. He just had like this weird, like, I don't know, it worked very well, so I loved that. I did like the energy wall effect where they just kind of walk through it. It was great. It's a classic move, but I liked it. The android felt unnecessary to me. Like, I just couldn't figure out what his whole point was, and then him being like the Grim Reaper to scare people was just over the top. The main alien for this one was the Thrupatil, something like that. At first I was like, is it a dinosaur? What's going on? And then I was like, well, maybe it's a sea devil. Like, what is it? Because I kept expecting to know what it was. But no, it's a brand new alien race. Him being kind of damaged was interesting. And he's like, this is not what I'm supposed to look like. And it's like, no shit, seriously? So that was kind of interesting. I've already talked about how Adric is just slowly getting worse. I will totally admit, the scene where he leaves the TARDIS, because I don't even know. Like, when Adric was first brought in, he was super smart, and he was a kid genius, and now Nessa's the super smart one, and he's like, I'm gonna leave, and she's like, are you kidding? And he leaves, and then when the bandits come out to, like, kidnap him, and, like, Matthew Waterhouse just doesn't know where to go and starts running, I laughed so hard. Like, I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but it really got to me. I loved it. And then, like I've said, I always feel like the Fifth Doctor is just a dick to Adric, where I forgot exactly what he said, but he's like, I'm gonna find this place, and he's like, oh, did you find it? And he's like, yeah, I found it. That's why I'm still searching. Fuck you. Like, I don't know. I hate the Fifth Doctor so much. And it's only to Adric. Like, he'll get kind of snippy with, like, Tegan. He's totally fine with Nessa. But it's always Adric that he is just after him. And I'm just like, ugh, no wonder. Like, he wanted to leave the show. Like, he's so bad. I hate him. Which is weird, because I thought Tom Baker was more of the father figure for him. Like, I really liked their relationship, but whatever. The Doctor finishes his outfit, I guess, with the hat now. They destroy the sonic screwdriver, which I always thought was interesting, because, like, I feel like it did get overused, which would make sense that they would finally kind of get rid of it. And then when they finally, like, bring it back in, like, New Who, like, the Doctor can't, like, open a door or make tea without using the sonic screwdriver. Like, I kind of want them to get rid of it again, but whatever. To be honest, as an American, like, I don't know a lot of, like, great tragedies from Europe and such, but the whole, like, Pudding Lane fire, the Great Fire of London, nope, I had to look it up. Like, I got there was a reference, and he's like, I think we should let this fire play itself out, and then they zoom in on the thing, and I was like, what is that about? I looked it up, and I was like, okay, so it's a famous fire, but it's like the Chicago fire, so I don't know, maybe different people don't know about, like, here fires in America, so whatever. Overall, I wouldn't say it's great. Like I said, Richard Mace kind of stole the whole story. Like, I would have loved to watch just something about just him. And you can. It's called Pirates of the Caribbean. But overall, I don't know. I hate the Fifth Doctor so much, and I'm super struggling to get through. I'm trying to blast my way through it just to, like, rip it off like a Band-Aid, but it's not working. I find myself watching other shows. So, I don't know. What did you guys think about this one? Let me know, and I will see you guys next time for The Black Orchid.